if you're looking for a sleek, quick, and easy hairstyle, this clip-in ponytail is the perfect way to go. Go ahead and grab you a drink, grab you a snack. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe down below. And let's just get into this hairstyle. Okay, girls, so in the beginning, you want to try and just part your hair. Now, I am trying to make this part as straight as possible, and when I tell y'all, this part was giving me a hassle. I had put the top in the ponytail to try and see if that would help me part this a little bit better, and when I tell y'all, I was struggling with this part, but your girl just kept trying, kept like fixing the ponytail at the top, and you'll see, your girl's gonna get it straight, and then I'll be back to tell y'all the rest. Okay, so as you guys can see, I'm still trying to get this as straight as possible. And as you're going to see, I think that is straight, but we're just going to go ahead and just jump into the next part that I did. So I used some water because I just felt like my hair needed something to like really comb and brush through it really good. So I did that, and then I'm going to just brush through it. Now, mind you, my hair was not the straightest when I did this hairstyle, but I did the best that I could with getting it flat and straight. So I did use like this braiding styling type of gel, and I put this on my hair to try and help it slick down and be as flat as possible all around the front and the sides. Now this braiding styling type of gel is really good. So I didn't have a really good like edge control, so I did use this and it worked pretty good, and it did slick it down as good as possible. And then I'm going to part it, and I'm going to start putting in my clip-ins. I do clip my clip-ins upside down, so that way the clips are pretty much to the top of my head. So I used a 2-clip that was pretty far apart, and with this in my head, like I said, upside down. So you're going to turn it backwards and clip it upwards into the hair above, and make sure it's super secure, and then pull it down. That way when you pull it into the ponytail, it's going to be completely straight and flat. Right here, I show you exactly what it looks like in the back, and you're going to do that again, and then we're going to put it into a ponytail after that. But I'm going to let you guys see me put in this second clip in. I honestly think I would recommend putting in the clip-ins first and then use the braiding gel to slick it down, because I did have to make sure it was more slicked down and put some more of that braiding gel. But here is my second clip. I did use a 3-clip this time because I needed it to kind of wrap around and fit the space that I had. Now I decided to not put another clip in here because I just felt like it wasn't going to be enough space. So we're just going to go ahead and blend all of this together and just comb it or brush it all together, and just make sure that it's super flat as possible. And we're going to put this part into a ponytail, and then we're going to start with the top of my head. Don't worry about your natural hair being seen. because we are gonna have like more hair added into this. So just keep the faith and just keep going. So here we're working at the top of my head. We're using that same brightening gel and we're like slicking it down because I'm trying to get it where you will be able to see the parts when I put it into a ponytail. So I'm just making sure all the hair kind of slick together. Okay, so as you guys see now, I'm just trying to flatten it, but of course I have to put the clip-ins in. So I started to part and I'm going to go ahead and put in my first clip-in, and you just put these in the regular way. So it's just a 2-clip and you just put them in light as normal and keep going till you basically have no more room left. And y'all, my part was not straight at all, but it's okay. It doesn't really matter if your part ends up not being straight, but I do try and get my parts as straight as possible just for my sanity. And also when you do this, you need to make sure that your hair that you're putting over top of the clip-ins are pretty much hiding that clip-in, so that way you don't have any problems with it peeking through and being seen. Okay, so now I am putting in, I think it's what's going to be my last clip. It's also just another 2-clip. I made sure that part was as straight as possible. And then you just brush that straight back and try and make sure that you can see your parts. As you can see, I'm still trying to make sure this is as flat as possible. And then I'm just putting it into a ponytail. And then I'm going to take some more clip-ins and I'm just going to be wrapping it around this ponytail, which you guys are going to see in the moment. Right now, like I said, I'm just putting this into a ponytail. Now I'm taking a 2-clip and I'm just going to wrap it right around that ponytail. And that is going to cover that hairband that we put on our head for the ponytail. Here I'm taking another one. It's a 3-clip and we're going to also wrap that around that 2-clip that we just put in. Now I'm going to show you guys the back of my head, and yes, you are going to be able to tell where I put the clips in, but this is where I'm going to take a big scrunchie and I'm going to wrap that around my ponytail, and you're not going to be able to see those clips at all, and it just kind of hides it in an easy way to do this hairstyle. Now I'm going to wrap it up and come right back. So this is how my ponytail turned out. Once I wrapped it down, it came out really nice and I love it. Bye.